It's such a pleasure to be with you all today. I remember very well a couple of years ago, I think 3 years ago, when I met Sasha first time. We were alone, there were no persons with us. There was just a huge intention to bring back health to this great country named Serbia and all the Balkans, because I know that there are people not only from Serbia. And I think right now I feel that this dream is starting to become a truth. That together, everyone, even though I know that there's different teams, we're doing something which in upcoming couple of years will become a huge power in preventative healthcare, not only in Serbia, but all around the world. We know that there are a lot of people who are outside of Serbia, lives outside Serbia, so we can connect through them, through all of the world. And I know that Balkan people are always hungry, and when they said that they will do the job, they always do it. So I'm really proud that you are there today, because probably you might have other plans to be with family. So I'll try to bring you a lot of value into the next 30 minutes training, so you will be able to use what's said not only in the Zeno business, but in all your businesses, or in your relations, or in your new approaches to new customers, to new partners, and so on. So imagine two partners or two salespeople meeting after really hard day. And one is telling, you know, I had such a great day. I met doctors, nutritionists, practitioners, even the healthcare minister of Serbia was there. Also a couple of football teams, and everyone was so excited. And another salesperson or partner is sitting and telling, you know, I didn't sell anything today either. Have you ever been in such a situation?
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah.
It looks like everything is okay, everything is super great, but at the end of the day, after 10 meetings, you are sitting and, oh boy, what a day! And 0 sales, yes? So in how many meetings you would like to have a new partner or new customer? 1 meeting? 3? 2? Or you'd like to work the whole week or 1 month to get new partner or new customer? Most probably 1 meeting would be ideal, yes? Or even to have 1 meeting and to have 10 customers, yes? Would be good also. So, there is a nice saying that to cut down a tree in 3 minutes, you have to spend 5 minutes of sharpening it. If you have a dual axe, now how long it will take for you to cut this tree, or in other words, to have a new customer, a new partner, or a greater relationships with your spouse, or with your colleagues in work, if you will not be ready to do that. So, today, my friends, we will sharpen your team's axes before sending them to the field, to new customers, to new partners. So they will be more confident to take precise actions towards their prospects with the help of magic questions and a positive encouragement. And would you like to know how they will do it?
Yes.
Yes?
Mm-hmm.
That's great. So, how many of you know this book as Slide Edge? Please, all your hands? Okay, 2. It's a fantastic book. In this book, they write that in order To get your actions more resultant, you have to put more value into them. So, in other words, to cut a tree with a very sharp axe will get you results much faster compared to the dull one. But have you asked your question yourself, what is the most valuable thing for your prospect? Is it our balance concept? Is it our test? Is our relationship? What is most valuable for your prospect? And the answer is the same as in life, or in our business, or in your job, everywhere. The answer is the same. People are primarily interested in themselves, not in your products or services. The other person is 10 times more interested in his own interests, not in yours. And remember that the action of person will govern by self-interest, not by what you want, but actually what they want. There is really nice word, reciprocity. And the reciprocity really simple. It's the practice of exchanging things or services with others for mutual benefit. So the more you will make people feel important, the more they will respond to your proposals of services or products. Everyone in this room and outside the room wants to be treated like somebody, not like nobody. And this is the rule of life. So, would you like to know how to achieve this and make more people important so they will listen to your ideas and your product presentations? The answer is really simple. First, we have to ask the questions. And the best is to ask open-ended questions. Listen. Most women will understand this because they know how to listen. Yes? They have this gift, and men not at all. So, the men have to become masters not only making the presentation, but also in listening, if we want to be successful. Do you agree? And the same is for relationship, not only business. If you will know how to listen, not put your ideas first, the result will change dramatically. The third, applaud and compliment. Even if a person is sharing negative information, and we'll go through that example, you can find a positive part in it too, and reverse the negative information to the positive one. I think the fourth is one of the most important too. Use their name. the most powerful word spoken to another person is you or your prospect name. Acknowledge. You have to get talking about themselves. You have to know how to do it, okay? And very important one, pay attention. Because sometimes I see the prospect is asked the question and then he's telling his story, but the partner or you who are listening, you said, yeah, you talk, yeah, what are you talking about? Okay. I look through the window, yeah, you finished now, okay. I'm not interested in what you want. And remember, it's not how you like the balance concept, our testing concept, your ideas in general. It's how your listeners will like it. Okay? So, let's start. There are probably two approaches. One is the strangers, which we don't know, and another one, you people who know. It's family, sisters, mothers, and so on. So people you already know, it's really simple. You have to be honestly interested in their life. They will probably know that you're already in Zinzino, but if you met them last time 5 years ago, probably they won't remember that. And be interested in their life, in the facts you know about them. And something important for them at that time. It could be children, could be their weight, could be their health, could be their father, mother, could be their economic situation. Whatever you find interesting for them, you have to try them to talk about this topic and stick to it. So they will talk about it. To strangers, it's like a hidden approach. And my dear friends, if you will master this one, you will never, ever get off the prospects for your business, for your personal life, for your activity, for your hobbies, whatever you decide. If you master the strangers, the hidden approach to strangers, you'll have lots of customers, lots of new partners, lots of new friends all around the world. But let's agree on one thing, okay? During upcoming 2 days, in order to get the best result out of it, we agree. You'll ask at least 2-3 questions and you will write. It's enough 2-3 to know for you to be confident in the beginning. From the list of nearly 40 we'll go through today, the stranger you don't know, on a street, you met somewhere in a shop, because repetition is the mother of all skills, and if you will just listen to what will be said today, and you will not use it in the field, and it could be your business, it could be your relationship, it will be your job, because you have to train yourself to practice, okay? Do we agree on this? I don't hear it. Yes? Tak? Yes. Okay. Great. So let's start from very, very simple ones. Open-ended questions you can use every day to get as much as you want prospects, as much as you want new possibilities. Let's start. They will look probably simple, but when you use them in the field, it's crazy good. Where are you from? I'm from Belgrade. Oh, great, I've never been there. Tell me more. What do you do for a living? your potential partner, do you enjoy that profession? I know that you're a teacher. Do you enjoy that profession? How did you get into that profession? This one is good. Do your employer pay you what you are worth? Now, how many people from 100 will answer, yes, yes, they pay me more than enough? Because usually, employers are paying and pretending that it's enough, and also the workers are always expecting more. Have you ever thought of doing any veils? What do you like about what you do? What do you dislike about what you do? Have you ever thought about being your own boss? I love this. I love this. I always ask if the person is really stuck in his career. And when I ask him, usually he said, I've never thought of this question at all, but probably now it's time. How you describe yourself in few words? This one is good. What motivates you most? And sometimes you can know really interesting stuff about a person. He can say that I have a dream to travel, and I would like to, I don't know, to go to Antarctic, or I have other dreams related with my finances, personal, and so on. But this one is my classic, and I nearly ask that at every meeting with potential partner. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Crazy good question. And you know, one of my potential partners, when I ask him, so where you see yourself in 5 years? He said, you know, really? I shall think about something new to start, because if I will do the same thing for the next 5 years, most probably I'll be in the same place. I have to change that. So he started in Zeno, and in 4 months he's executive, not quitting his job, doing extra 800, 900 euros per month, and having a huge, huge dream. One day to go full time. And only because of this question, he thought of the possibility to start something new. If the person will answer you shortly, so let's say we're from Belgrade. Oh, interesting, tell me more. Nice city. Nothing else. So a short answer to your questions forces you to ask another open-ended question. And the problem is, even if you keep asking good open-ended question and he's answering still in very short answers, after a while the conversation could look like with a chief police officer. You are interrogating me, asking so many questions. So prospects who give us short answers can be handled with so-called bridges and keep them talking. And there are a couple of powerful bridges you can use in your practice, like meaning, which means, for example, so then you, therefore, and so on. Very important, each bridge should be followed by silence from your side. And let the prospect continue his conversation. And I prepared a really nice example, so you'll understand a bit deeper how does it look like. I'll try to act right now. So imagine we are in a nutritional clinic and we are asking the doctor, nutritionist, okay, and her name is Natalie. So Natalie, how did you happen to become a nutritionist? And Natalie answers short question, short answer. I've been always interested in helping people. Dot. And I said, meaning? What does it mean for you? What does it mean for you to help people? Okay, meaning providing not just what's needed by protocol, but something more. And it's not clear for me what means something more. I said, which means... And then, okay, which means I help to improve the overall patient health and long-term health vision. I don't know what is it, long-term health or improve long-term health, so I'm asking. For example, and silence, very important. This one is super powerful technique. And even if you talk with your spouse, he'll tell, how was your day? Good. Meaning? I want to eat my supper. So you were hungry, so you didn't have the time to eat. Yes, there was a bad day, there was everything, and I was on a hurry and so on, so on. Oh, poor boy, how you, and so on. Yeah, you understand that? But silence is the must. Okay? So for example, and then, for example, yesterday we had an overweight teenager with already high blood pressure, which could lead them to a further problem in the cardiovascular season. So we talked to them instead of starting the treatment to really start health habits program for upcoming 12 months in order to avoid further complications. Very interesting. Tell me more. Tell me more about this program. Tell me more, how was your day? Tell me more how you handled that situation in your job. Very powerful. And believe me, if you will handle any person in this way, at some point, he will ask you, and what about you? Reciprocity. Both ways. Okay? So let's move to other questions. It's not working. Stuck. Can you press? Yeah, meaning. No, open it and go to another slide and press slideshow. Yeah. For example, yes. Yeah, now slideshow. Not from the beginning, but from the slides. I mean. One of the ambassadors who 2 years ago listened to this course on the director trip, and he implemented, and he was only a silver or something like that. It's very, very beginning. So he implemented this technique, and in just 2 years he became ambassador. Michael Stutler. He said that this is the most powerful thing he ever learned. Not working? But it should, because I see there. So, okay, then let's go directly there and I will talk. Just down. To the questions. Yeah, like that. You see it, yeah? Yeah. So, where did you grow up? Very good question. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would you live? People can talk about it for half an hour without stopping. Talk and talk and talk and talk. Do you consider yourself entrepreneurial? Sometimes I've asked the people and said, no, I've never, I don't want to be entrepreneur, I never asked, and I don't want. Then I think and I present everything to him as a customer. So I can make decisions from the very beginning of the presentation. What's the first job you ever had? Were your parents entrepreneurs? This one, 6. Do you have... Sasha, let's go like that. Up, and let's leave it. Yeah, it's good. Huh?
It's okay?
Yeah, it's okay. Do you have ways to leverage yourself? What would you do if you lost all your income today? And 8, you have to use on every entrepreneur you meet. Definitely. On a scale of 1 to 10, how you would grade your after-pandemic situation? What's the hardest thing you ever accomplished? What do you do when life gets tough? How was your pandemic year? I remember very well when I asked this question, one of the partners, one of the, at that time not partners, entrepreneurs, he said, now I'm doing real well. But during the pandemic, we were on the edge of losing everything. And I said, we grew in a pandemic on average 20% a year. So this is the same business even for the future pandemic, if there will be one. And I said, yes, probably I should think of some insurance activity, and he started as a partner. So as I mentioned before, even in the negatives, there are positives. If the prospect is complaining you and saying some negative information, you can really, with a simple phrase, change this negative status and try to encourage them. The good example is, I know how you feel. I know how you feel. And I felt the same way. And I discovered that all situation has his bad and his good. And we can learn from them and move ahead. One prospect was telling me how he had a bad business in some area of the country. And I said, I know how you feel. At the same time, all crisis has two sides. If there is a sign, Chinese sign, which means crisis, means bad situation or opportunity. So it's just up to you which one you will choose. Opportunity, or you stick to the bad situation. So it is a question which part just to choose. And then we can go further on. So what's your number one goal in your life you haven't accomplished yet? This one is good. Do you have time, money, and health to do what you want to do when you want to do it? Because if you go to any entrepreneur who is still a CEO of his company, most probably he will have enough money, but time definitely not. And health is always questionable. If you ask this question, he said, it's impossible to have everything. Really? And this one is super great for the people who are already a bit even higher. are you happy and fulfilled? Yes, I have $1 million in my now account, but the question is if I'm happy and fulfilled. And for people who really don't care about the money or care less about the money, because when you already can pay all your bills and you can travel a couple of times to vacation, the money doesn't already, they are not already such a creating like a huge value for you. So then you think, I'm really fulfilled or not? And sometimes no one asks you this question, even yourself. And if you ask, could lead you to the development of the talk, which will lead you for your customer department. Does your life have meaning and purpose? That's the same. What is the one thing you would change about your life if you could? Good one, yes? One, not 5, not 10, 1. Some people will know that, some not. Do you enjoy working with other people? Have you ever wanted to have your own business? Why do you think you have been successful in life? There could be hours and hours of talk. I met a sports person. He was telling me for 1 hour and 15 minutes why he's successful and how he achieved it. What do you think has held you back? What do you like to do for fun? And this question I got from Orient when I was a bit, let's say, lazy. So what about life excites you most? Yes? Ask yourself, what in life excites you most? Yes? Great question. For some people, this question is not very good, so you have to think, do you believe in yourself? Because there are sometimes people who are saying, I tried this one, and that one, and that one, and that one, and nothing really worked. But have you tried long enough? Do you believe in yourself? Yes, I do, I do. If you could do any job in the world and make the money you wanted, what would you do? And this one is my favorite. What are your hobbies? So, he was a 35-year-old programmer. And when asked, what is your hobby? He said, I'm playing tanks. I said, really? You're playing tanks? Yes, I'm playing tanks. Okay, and so how many hours a day you play tanks on the computer? And he said, 8 hours a day. Oh. I said, you must be really patient to do this. Okay, so what kind of other hobby you have? He said, I'm watching like other people play tanks on internet, on YouTube, and then I know more how to play my tanks by myself. Wow, I said, so you're a really determined person. Just tell me more how you can handle your family, your things, and so on, because playing and watching is required a lot of times. Tell me more. And for the next 45 minutes, he was talking about his tanks. And in between, I just asked, and how to do that, and how to go there. He was talking and talking and talking and talking. And after those 45 minutes, he finally stopped and said, so great talking to you, my friend. So nice. But we are talking all about me today. And what about you? And then I started. We found a way how to boost any player's energy to the whole nother level with natural ingredients and no side effects, so you will need much less coffee or energetic drinks, and most probably will achieve better results for paying your tax. And then, my dear friends, I asked my prospect the magic question. Would you like to know how we achieve this? And the response was obviously, yes, please, tell me more. Are you getting the idea? And what kind of powerful this technique is, if applied. If you will, after this meeting, forget it and not do it, not repeat it, this will not help. But if you do, magic will happen in your life. And I'm not talking about Zenzino, everywhere. Because you will feel people around you important. But there, my dear friends, I collected also some universal laws and truth. How to make person feel important. This is the magic question. Okay? So 10 minutes principles to make person feel important. If you will just do that, what's written there, and will remember only one question, where from, it will be more than enough. Okay? So first, what do you think first is? Smile. Smile in a meeting. Because imagine I'm in a meeting with a possible customer, so yeah, we have this, balance all, and we can test you somehow, yes, a bit, yeah. Yes, I think so, yes, we can test you. And different approaches. You're smiling, you are good of energy. If the day was really bad, you are wet from rain, it's cold and so on, and you are before the meeting, and there is no mirror, just take your phone, look at it, and say, ha ha ha! And when you go directly in the meeting, your smile still be there. You see? I'm not smiling anymore, but it looks like a bit smiling. It stays. Our muscles don't relax so fast. So smile is really important, okay? Let's agree on that. The second, you have to look at them. I already said that. Don't look through the window. You look at them, okay? Use their name, very important. Ask questions and observe them. We already made nearly a bachelor degree in this. Now in masters, you have to master that. So you have to ask yourself. So today we'll finish bachelor degree in asking questions. But the master, you have to practice, okay? Listen. Listen. Yes. Stick to subject prospect, because sometimes I remember very well when I went into a meeting and said, there was a house and the woman said, I saw the nice roses. I said, what a nice roses. I said, really, you like my roses? He said, yes, it's great. I'll tell you more. And we were going through the garden, and it was like 35 minutes about the roses. And imagine I asked, roses, yes, but can we talk now about the balance oil? What your opinion would be in those roses? What? No, roses are more important right now. Yes? So I, of course, didn't say that. So stick to the object of the possible customer or partner. This is super important. Compliment them and make them feel important. This is so crazy. You can have even the freebies so often when you do that in a coffee. So let's say, I always do when I have a lunch, and if the lunch is normal, good, I always said, can you tell to the chef that was one of the best fish I had, and I like especially that one, stuff, like, or sauce or something like that. You know how many free desserts I got through all the life? You won't imagine. They just send you something. This is from our chef for you especially. You won't imagine. So, compliment, but of course, if the meal was bad, so I can compliment in different way. I can invite the chef and say, you know, I like everything about this restaurant. It's great. But you know, I'm there to improve you and your kitchen, so I'll tell you in secret. I don't want to make a bad thing there. This meal would be really good if there will be no, let's say, it baked too much or something like that. But everything else is super. I like the place, but probably you didn't succeed there. If you say the good words before and then critique, but in person, nothing bad will happen. Only positive thing. He'll be happy that you handle like not idiot and said, hey, I paid for that 10 or 100 euros and this bad plate. I will not eat. I will not pay. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's a different way. This is really good. Don't attempt to change person beliefs. Learn to be agreeable. Of course, if he held a pistol near you, you don't, you know, not, but fighters, if the fight is 1 of 10 person is fighters, don't fight. Leave them with themselves. Your product is not working, you are not understand, I'm the guy who understands, something like that. Okay, it's up to you. I mean real fighters, without motives, without nothing. And it's 10, the most important one. Remember, you have to forget about yourself completely.
Yes.
You is the most important, or the person's name. If during the presentation you will repeat the person's name 10 times, you are hiring the possibility of having him as a customer or partner, I don't know how many times. Because you say, Peter, this is our concept, and Peter, you can choose different flavors. And Peter, this is the great opportunity because you said that you're a team person and we have all the training. Peter, you're so great that you said that you are looking now for something new. Yeah, and Peter, would you like to pay by card or via wire transfer? Or would you like to add orange lemon mint or another flavor? Yeah. So, I'll tell you the universal approach which I do, and you can use it in your own words, but I know that this approach really works. In reciprocity, when you ask those questions, when you are deeply interested in person, there will be a time when they start asking you, so what do you do? And if you will not be ready to tell what you do, and now I'm talking about Zenzino, if you will not be ready to tell what you do, or will tell some, you know, medicinal stuff, like we are organizing red blood cells and the fatty acid, DHA and EPA, and we are looking at the ratios between omega-9 and 6,3, different values, and we can count in different blah. So, okay, I understood. I don't understand it. So, I use a simple way, not a very scientific, even though I'm a biochemist, I try to be as simple as possible in order for them to be interested. And if I know some information about them already, I try to adopt this information to their needs. If it's a sports person, I try to use an example for sports word. If it's housewife with children, I try to add this as a children part, our concept. If it's entrepreneur, I try to add that from entrepreneurial point of view, okay? But the phrase is really simple. So when I said, so what do you do? I said, we found a way how to test what you are lacking in the food you eat every day and how this could impact your long-term health. We call it, we test you, check what you lack, and then give you those lacking ingredients it has pharmaceutical effect on your body, and test you again in 4 months. And if your test is green, or in the green zone, you'll prevent yourself from lots of health problems in the future, or even get rid of some if you already have. Now, look at the short presentation. No Zinzino, no balanced soil, no balanced test, nothing. And you can use your wording. But the person, if you did your homework and asked them for the last 15 minutes how he's doing, what's going on in his life, and so on, and you will ask the magic question, would you like to know how we achieve this? He will definitely say, yes, please, tell me more. And of course, you can then go for a regular presentation immediately, or to get a next presentation, follow-up meeting, your product, your success story, how it happened to you, okay? But the main thing that if they feel important, their ears will be opened and ready to get this information, and ready most of the time, if you do your homework, even to make a decision immediately. Minimum, what I do in a meeting, when we have already that kind of meeting, the second one, or I want them to do the test and say, if the test is good, great, show me what you eat, but if it's bad, you'll just become a customer. I'll talk about possibility of the business. And it might be a different situation than in the beginning of this presentation if you will use this approach in your team. And after a long, long day, your downline is talking, what a great meeting today with nutritionists, practitioners, the whole football team of Serbia, or basketball team. By the way, congratulations with the bronze medal. Oh no, silver, yes? Sorry, silver. And all the silver medalists of Serbia.
And US
And your upline is saying to you, you don't have to tell me how was your day, because I saw it every moment in my back office. So the question is, you will fill your uplines or your time with good meetings, or you will fill your back office with great results? Good question. This is a goal. I'm repeating goals every week for my team. Every week they're getting this. If you're part-time, 3 meetings a week with a new partner or follow-up. If you're full-time, 3 meetings a day with new partner or follow-up. Minimum 1 new Ultimate Kit in December. Recommendation from your existing customer is a must if you want to succeed in this business. You have to get recommendations. You have to have your own vision, what you are doing there in Zinzino and what you want to do. You want to work with just the customers, good. Go make a goal. You want to be top team 200, or you have 300 customers, or 500, or 1,000 in Serbia, first one. Level rank advancement in Serbia, going to Oslo to annual event, and you have to have your 90 days goal plan. If you repeat for yourself this and you'll have everything that's written there, believe me, you will be unstoppable. And don't forget, let's go further. Again, not working.
Hello?
Further.
I need this slide.
And don't forget, action is the only way you can get a result. It's not possible without action. to have that. When the target is hanging and you have a stick to send to the target and you will not do this, there is no way that it will reach the target. There's 0% possibility. Down, yes. Next one. So, for the next, it's till the end of the month, my recommendation is for you to have a really great focus on all the campaigns which are going on. It's super important. If you still don't know how they work, ask your upline. Urgency. So you know tomorrow is the end of the campaign. You know that? Yeah? Sasha? Tomorrow is the ending of the campaign.
No, 15.
No, tomorrow. Tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Ah, okay, today. A ne može sutra da...
Tomorrow. If the tomorrow is ending of the campaign, how you would act today?
Yes.
You understand that?
Yes.
And what you will do?
It's urgent.
Yes.
And what you will do if you know that in the beginning of the month is the end of the campaign? How you will do that? And the same in life. Urgency, okay? Then execution, as I said, action. If you do action, there will be. You have to know strategy, and fifth is consistency. When I started in Zenzino, my sponsor said, if you do at least 1-2 presentations a week, you will succeed there. During 13 years, there wasn't a single week where I haven't done a presentation or two, even during my vacations. You have always have your axe sharp, because you never know when the opportunity will kick off. So my dear friends, I hope that this information is right now seeded. We just finished the bachelor degree in magic questions, and now let's go to the field and make Serbia and all Balkans the biggest market in Zenzina. Thank you very much.